Hey there, everyone. Quick note. We lost some of the audio for this episode. I lost some of the audio for this episode. So unfortunately, we had to rely on our backup for this. So it's all here, but sound quality is not quite where we usually like it to be. So I am sorry about that. Should not happen again in the future, but yeah, if it sounds a little bit like, especially Lexi and Zoe are talking through telephones, that's why. Yeah, sorry, it happens. Enjoy the show. Folks, it's time to pick it up.
Oh, dear God.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
What?
You gotta set the mood for
What
the
did
season.
you?
We're picking it up.
What did we drop?
We're...
The beat.
That's right, baby. It's Eidolon dubstep.
Oh, shit!
Oh, no.
We've been tricking you this entire time.
Can I quit?
No, you cannot quit.
Shit.
Yeah,
You are committed.
Uh-huh.
The
Yeah.
only person you got to sign a contract.
Yep. We were talking about this on Disco. We, changed up the lineup slightly for this season. They sure did trade both you and Crystal away for Iris. It seems like they're maybe valuing people in a certain way. I don't know. That's all.
What the fuck is this trade shit? Like,
Are you trying to turn the two teams against each other? What's
Yeah!
happening here?
Trying to sow discord and chaos.
Luke, the only person we're against is you.
Ah, fuck.
This is what I mean. That's why he's trying to sow discord.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try
so that
to
we don't hate
weaken
him.
the alliance.
I gotta drive a wedge between the two teams.
Eidolon Survivor.
Oh, hold on. Now I'm listening.
Okay. Which of you is here to make friends?
Ooh, me.
Okay, Lexi's
No.
off the show.
Sorry, Lexi.
Well, it's nice knowing y'all.
I mean, you're still on Eidolon SKA, though.
Yeah, I just don't think you would win at Survivor.
No, Lexi, I think you would hate it on Survivor.
Oh no, that'd be my nightmare. I would have a horrible time.
I would also have a horrible time on Survivor. Now, Solitary, that's a game show I could win.
Shut
I
up!
could easily
Stop
win
talking about
Survivor.
Solitaire.
I will never stop talking about the Fox reality series Solitary.
Solitary.
Solitary. Now we're talking.
Is Solitary like Big Brother, but you're the only one in the house?
No, okay.
No,
Thanks.
no,
I'm
we
so
don't
glad
know.
you asked me,
No.
Maxie.
Oh, no.
Sorry, on this podcast.
No, it's fine. I'll give the quick version. Solitary is you have a bunch of people that are in small pod rooms. Imagine like a capsule hotel sort of, bigger than that. But, the only interaction you have with the outside world is a woman basically, doing Gladys from Portal as she gives each of the people, like, weird mind-bending challenges, and you're not allowed to leave until you win or get thrown off the show or voluntarily quit. And it's shit where, like, hey, there's no clocks in here, but you need to push this button after exactly 3 hours have passed. Whoever gets the closest wins. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's torture.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
it's good shit.
Basically, it's if you took the prisoner's dilemma and combined it with just straight up torture. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, one of the big challenges from season 1 is you have to lay on this bed of nails for as long as you can. Whoever stays the longest wins, but you have no idea how many people are still in the game.
Speaking of torture, Eidolon SKA.
Eidolon SKA. Season 3's here, everybody. We did it.
It's been
Somehow.
so long.
Yeah,
The SKA crew especially has been rabid about this show.
Yeah, again,
for
I
most
said-
of the year.
I gave the elevator pitch for season 3 to our private Discord in October, and all of you had fully fleshed out characters within a week.
Okay, to be
Now
fair,
that's-
Charlie went through a few revisions.
Charlie went through a few playbook changes. That is basically it.
No, she was originally a football jock.
Oh, you're right. She traded out the football for a skateboard. Excuse me.
Damn. Here's the thing. I love the current Charlie pitch, but man, I'm thinking about that other world, and that could have been good.
Well, the thing about this show is that we never explore the possibilities of what characters could have turned out like under different circumstances.
We're not
We are-
doing
I
it
mean-
yet.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna try not to retread the same ground as the previous seasons on account of I'd like this to have a discrete, unique identity. B, Lexi would murder me personally.
Also, I'm just
Not playing other characters.
tired of multiverse stuff.
Yeah, also, we really, we struck while the iron was hot with that shit.
We didn't even mean to.
Yeah. Everyone was ripping us off by the following year.
I can't believe Marvel Studios under Disney personally stole from our podcast.
Come fucking fight me, Kevin Feige.
That sounds exactly like what they do.
Yeah.
That's normal for
No,
them.
they've been listening to MCU Complete Me, and they wanted to get back at me.
I see. Hey, Luke, what's the premise of this season of Eidolon Playtest?
I'm so glad you asked, Maxie. So, we went over the premise of Eidolon Disco last time. Eidolon SKA is fairly similar. It is also set in the small town of Lalatory, Kentucky. But instead of 1979, it's set in 1999. Like Disco, this is going to be starting the first day of y'all's senior year of high school. You are all part of the now 20-year-old mystery solving club. I feel like we were supposed to come up with a name for that during character creation in Disco and just forgot to. We'll figure it out by episode 1. It's fine. It'll have an actual name for a club. No big deal. And as part of your senior, club project, as tradition dictates, you're going to need to investigate the mystery of what happened to the founders of the club who disappeared under mysterious circumstances shortly before their graduation. Well, yeah, that's why you got to investigate it, Molly.
Sounds like it's not my problem. I don't know.
Well, you probably shouldn't have joined the mystery solving club then.
Yeah, I'm just playing the part.
I see.
Yeah, to be completely fair, I'm not sure she did join.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we also established that, hey, this mystery club has become kind of an institution over time, and it's kind of it's maybe gotten a little bit away from what the Disco team originally envisioned it as. It's more like, you're going out to, do ride-alongs with cops, or you're organizing a neighborhood watch to call the cops when you see suspicious people or whatever. Or for the supernatural side of it, we just get together and watch the X-Files. That's all, really. It's the 90s, that's popular.
It is.
Yeah. I think it's probably kind of dwindled to the point where, I don't even know if there's any younger kids in the club at this point. After y'all graduate, it might just stop being a club. Unless we want to create, one or two underclassmen that you are friends with that are part of the club.
Oh, I didn't even think about underclassmen that look up to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That might happen, as we, if we start getting up to shit,
you're gonna make it cool.
Right. Gotta make it cool.
Yeah, I think in our just general kind of talking about shit, didn't we decide that initially Charlie was the only one who was still in it?
Yeah, I think we said Charlie was the only member of it, and over the summer, maybe she made friends with your character, and you roped Regina in, and Maxie's got her own thing going on, and also Crystal has her own thing going on. Why don't we get into the characters, though? So we can start, actually talking about this directly instead of talking around it. I should pull up the character sheets, so I've got them in front of me. That would have been a great thing to do while we were bullshitting for 20 minutes before this.
We really were.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And arguing about what gain level to set the microphones at.
We were all just screaming at each other. It was a great time.
It was great. Love it.
It
okay.
really set the tone.
Uh-huh. God, yeah, you've all just filled this out already.
Yeah.
Only most of it.
Wait, did Disco not have theirs filled out?
No, Disco waited to... Well, they partially filled it out, but, in some ways, they waited to do the character creation for the character creation episode.
Yeah, you gave us a blank character sheet. I'm gonna fill it out.
Yeah.
I
sent me a sheet.
Yeah, I sent it to you to start, just get some... never mind.
Listen,
Yeah, are you mad that we did our homework?
I'm mad that you did your homework a year ago.
You shouldn't have had us make multiple characters in season 2.
I'm mad that I'm sitting over here, in fucking October, December, planning the fucking animal shelter arc of Rock 2, while meanwhile you're spamming the Discord with pic crews of your SKA characters.
Yeah. It's great.
Now, you cannot blame me for doing that. I'm pretty sure I only ever made 2.
Yeah, because yours is not very conducive.
Not very...
Yeah, not a lot of people making
Maxie is running into the same issue I had last season.
Exactly.
All right, let's
appearances were if they had options to have bugs on Charlie's shoulder.
let's run down the line here. I'm probably gonna save yours for last, Maxie, just because you're sort of a special case. But
That is
otherwise,
absolutely reasonable.
Otherwise, let's just kind of go down the line here. Molly, why don't you tell me about your character?
My character's name is Regina Rosenthal.
Mhm.
She is the veteran who was formerly a conductor.
Right. And just to be clear, she's a veteran, but she is the exact same age as everybody else. She's just been through shit.
This is correct.
Yeah.
Her Eidolon is Pride of Lions, which is a song by, I think they're called Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra.
I believe that's correct, yes.
And it's a banger, if
Yeah.
anybody's wondering. There was like somebody in the Discord like 6 months ago who was like, oh boy, I hope somebody picks some song from that band. And I'm just sitting here like, hey.
You know, it's a good fucking band name.
Yeah.
It's a great band name.
Uh-huh.
So Regina's the basic idea for her is that she, for the last 3 years, has been attending another high school nearby, either
Right.
in the town or just outside of town.
Right.
Where she ended up getting into some other Eidolon shit.
Right.
With her group of friends over there. And who knows what happened to them, but now she has transferred schools because she doesn't want to be a part of it.
Right. Yes. And I'm sure that'll work out perfectly for her.
It's going to go great, like night one.
Yeah, so she already has her Eidolon at the start here, obviously. What is her Eidolon?
Her Eidolon is called Pride of Lions, and the power is it warps reality around me by animating and commanding any animal-shaped inanimate object in its range.
That's great. I love that. Good shit.
It's fun. So I asked you to make the mascot of the school an animal, but I don't know if we ever actually came up with anything.
Oh, I do have a mascot of the school, and it's not an animal.
Well, fuck me then. Okay.
Oh, what is it?
Now who didn't do their homework?
I didn't even remember this conversation, but
Yes.
well, a different school nearby has an animal mascot, so you can still get some use out of that, I think. Maybe I can just flip them. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just flip
I
them.
was gonna say it could be fun if our rival school has a prominent animal.
Yeah,
mascot.
yeah. I'll say I was gonna have your school. Well, because okay, I talked about this last time. The town this is set in is drawing a lot from the town I grew up in. The school I went to, the mascot was the Colonels because Kentucky and it sucked ass. But south, the other high school nearby had the Dragons.
Oh, dude!
Yeah, so I was going to have the other school be the Dragons and you guys be the Knights.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
That is actually-
sick,
you
though.
could- yeah, that's
You
good.
can still do that. I don't require that the
Yeah.
that the
I
But I'm just
mascot is
saying,
an animal.
I think dragons count as an animal, so I mean, there will be dragon mascots in the area.
Yeah, in town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
for
got
sure.
I've got a question, Molly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does the power apply to as a small child? I would look at certain construction equipment and go, that's a dinosaur.
Sure.
Is that animal shaped enough?
I feel like that's actually more of a question for me, the game master.
Okay.
And my ruling is not until you put some googly eyes on it, it's not.
My gut feeling was no.
Yeah.
But
I think it makes sense for it to be if you genuinely believe that this represents an animal. So like you can't just look at something and say, yeah, that looks close enough to an animal. But if you say, oh yeah, no, that's totally like if you genuinely believe that car is cat shaped,
Right.
it would work.
Yeah, I think that makes
know
sense
if
to
you're
me.
lying.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'll say.
Because that also presents the fun concept of item that's not animal shaped, but we work to make it look enough like an animal that you can do something with it.
Absolutely, yeah.
What we need to do is sabotage Regina's biology textbook to make her power even broader.
We teach her the wrong thing about what animals are.
we train her wrong as a joke.
No, I'm supposed to be gaslighting. You're not gaslighting. I'm gaslighting.
I thought you were girl bossing.
I can do both.
Regina's an overachiever.
Yeah, listen, I'll say, I just finished watching the new batch of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean episodes, and if it would make sense to children on a playground, it fits into the logic of the source material we're drawing from.
Honestly, that's probably one of the appeals of it.
God, I can't wait to talk about Jailhouse Lock to you, Zoe, in like a year.
Fuck's sake.
Anyway, yeah, all right, that all sounds good to me. Zoe, why don't we move on to you? We talked about Charlie a little bit already.
Yeah, my character is Charlotte Charlie O'Neill.
Mhm.
She is a senior, and her Eidolon is 3 small words, which is the conductor playbook.
Now, is that the song from the Josie and the Pussycats soundtrack?
So yes, I snuck it in because there is a ska cover of it that is very good.
I see. I was going to say, like before, and I brought this up on Disco, I'm not interested in policing what counts as ska and what doesn't. You know, it's a vibe, and there's definitely some, like, pop punk that's on the line that, like, I'm not going to fuss about it.
This cover kind of pushes it all the way into ska. It's by 2:30. It rules. And poor Charlie's Eidolon warps reality around her by making any 3-word sentence she says be taken as fact by anyone near her.
Great. That's terrible.
To be clear...
Oh, God, I gotta try... Oh, God, I'm gonna have need fucking notepad to keep track of this shit.
But the thing is, so she can't command people. Like, if she says, pick that up or something,
right.
That doesn't work.
It's statements of fact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If she says, like, put that down to someone with a gun, it wouldn't work. If she says, you're out of bullets...
Right.
Then they would go, oh no, I'm out of bullets.
Well, but that's 4 words is the problem.
4 words.
Outa.
No, not if you say outa.
UTTA, motherfuckers. I have a list.
Your Eidolon appears and just...
Animal.
That sounds like a situation where I have you draw, and on a bad draw, your Eidolon manifests and throws up Clippy, who corrects your grammar.
Can I describe what 3 small words looks like?
Now, Luke, I do want to correct you real quick.
Yeah.
His name is Clip It.
You know what? I'm so sorry. Clip it. Yeah, please describe what 3 small words looks like.
3 small words is like a wooden or like metal, one of those like figure drawing, like...
Oh, sure. Yeah.
With a slot machine on their chest.
Oh, okay.
That has 3 small words in
right.
each one, and it has 1, 2, 3, and as she says the words, it lights up.
I like that a lot.
It's covered in like spray paint and graffiti.
Yeah.
Because Charlie.
Right. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay. I think that's all we need for the moment. Lexi, how about you?
I'm going to be playing Casey Chambers. She is a kind of I'd say unremarkable girl, just because she does not draw attention to herself.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, she is a bit withdrawn, kind of an intentional underachiever because she doesn't want to make any waves.
Mm-hmm.
Very organized, very efficient and effective at the things she does, but also never trying to really step out of line too much.
Mm-hmm.
This is all going to be a big challenge for her, I think, because it's one thing I know about Eidolon games. It doesn't involve agreeing with authority.
Sure.
And that's this one,
right?
Yeah, she's very worried about making sure that she doesn't make wrong choices that'll spiral her life entirely out of control. That kind of stuff.
Okay. And what's her Eidolon?
Her Eidolon is Just a Girl. She's talking about a little band you may have heard of called No Doubt.
Hmm.
She's playing the Infiltrator, and it helps her avoid detection by causing everyone around her to basically ignore her because she doesn't seem worth noticing.
Okay.
She's just a girl.
Right. Okay, yeah. I'm into it.
Did I forget to say Charlie's vibe?
You can get into it more if you'd like. Yeah, go for it.
She's a very friendly, affable skater. She's the girl that, like, doesn't have a bunch of close friends, but if you ask just about anyone at the school, like Charlie, they'd be like, oh, her? Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, I getcha. Yeah. I getcha. All right, yeah. Crystal, why don't you give me the rundown on your character?
My character is Naomi Shirogorov, also known as the Detective Prince.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Their Eidolon is All My Best Friends Are Metalheads by Less Than Jake.
Sure.
Classic from the Digimon the movie soundtrack.
Yes, of course. Which has the power to perfectly sense shame in the area around it. Naomi is a navigator.
I don't care for that. Go on.
And the Eidolon takes the form of a human teenage boy with kind of like a messy skater hair.
Okay.
Looks like he could be Naomi's brother.
Okay.
Naomi's pretty polite, pretty agreeable, definitely very cop brains.
Mm-hmm.
Interested here to do detective work more than making friends.
Sure. Do you want to get into what you've talked about with your Eidolon, or is that stuff you want to save to like get into on the show?
We'll get into that on the show.
Okay, that's fair. What about like Naomi's family? Do you want to talk about that here?
Yeah, Naomi's grandfather Nikolai is the head of a famous clan of detectives, the Shirogorov clan.
Mm-hmm.
He is like considered legendary among the detective world.
Right.
And he settled in this town a few years ago, and Naomi is sort of here to finish his last year of detective training with Nikolai by solving the aforementioned mystery of what happened to the founders.
Right. I'm sorry. Can you say again when her grandfather settled in here?
Vaguely a few years ago.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay. Basically, you were just like, man, I like Naoto from Persona 4, but also they suck at writing her. I can do better, right?
Yeah, what if Naoto was better?
Right. What if they did a good job with that character?
I truly, not ironic at all, love how just completely opposite Naomi is from, except for maybe Max's character, but the three of us, it's just like, oh, Naomi is from a whole different world. It rules.
Yeah. Okay. Maxie, why don't you tell me about your character?
Well, I will be playing the Beast playbook.
Okay.
And my character is Solaris Apogee, the 57th of the 4th house of the city-state of Scathariopolis.
Okay.
Which to most people is just like a big terrarium in the school, because they're a little bug.
Sure. They're a little bug. They're like a beetle, right?
Yes, specifically they are Scarabaeus satirus.
Okay.
And they're Eidolon. So you know how, scarabs will roll balls of dung?
Sure. Well, dung beetles.
I've heard this about them.
Please. Scarabs. Anyway, also, you know the video game Katamari Damacy?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Solo's Eidolon, Soul Together, it looks kind of like a very small black hole, with the accretion disk.
Mm-hmm.
And they can just roll it around like it's a normal ball, and it helps them pursue their animal urges by absorbing and dispersing matter.
Okay. So they can just sort of collect things into this ball and then, eject it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Can I ask, what is your animal urge?
Well, that's for Dominion, obviously, because they are a princess of the great city-state of Scathariopolis.
Sure.
Oh, dude, Ska's in the name of that.
That wasn't intentional?
No, I just went to Google Translate. What's Greek for beetle? I wrote it down this morning because I was like, there should probably be a name for that place, huh? Oh, Scathariopolis? Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, when you said that, I assumed that was what we were doing.
Truly, it was meant to be.
You're a dung beetle with an urge for...
Scarab. I really must insist, Luke.
All right, you're a scarab with instinctive desire for dominion. You know what? I'm not fulfilling your desire for dominion. You're a fucking dung beetle.
No. If there's one thing we've learned on Eidolon so far, it's that Luke and/or the characters he plays are very bad at identifying animals properly.
No. To be fair, dung beetles are scarabs. They're the same type of bug.
Oh, right. No. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But it's not a proper name, you know?
I think
it's just a little disrespectful, I think.
I think Solaris just finds it a demeaning Way to refer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rude thing to call someone.
You fucking dung beetle. Also, my characters aren't bad at identifying animals in general, just foxes specifically. Because it's funny to me that everyone would fail to identify a very common animal.
Yeah, that's fair.
So what is that, a muskrat or something?
I love that your default, like antagonist voice is just a dude from the Bronx.
Well, I was specifically bringing the character of Jack Stern back to life for a brief moment, Zoe. Because he did that the most.
Yeah, this is a thing you'd understand if you listened to it.
Oh my god, I watched enough to know who Jack Stern is. Fuck you. We're done.
You came over to this side, you fool.
Yeah. And then what's your animal quality, Solaris?
My animal quality is that I am tenacious, which allows me to push myself once per session without advancing the phantom clock.
Okay. So it is worth pointing out, in episode 1, Charlie and Casey won't have Eidolons yet. They will most likely have them by the end of episode 1, but that means at the beginning, Regina and Naomi will be able to understand you, but Charlie, who I think we established is like, I'm sure you don't see it this way, but your owner. Yeah.
She is my current custodian as appointed by the school.
Sure, And Casey,
yeah, I'm sure it would be seen more to Solaris as like their retainer.
Exactly.
Sure, right, of course. But yeah, no, Casey and Charlie wouldn't be able to understand you up to the point that we're jumping in at. Has Regina or Naomi clued them in that this is a talking beetle?
Well, I think the real question is, has Solo bothered to talk to either of them? And
I see.
Not, because why would they have Eidolons? They just got into town.
Sure. That's fair.
Can't believe you haven't noticed.
Is there anything I need to know about the fucking dynasty of scarabs that like might stretch back into the 70s so that I can work that into the world building properly, Maxie?
So I've been imagining that the whole little beetle civilization has been around probably since like the late 1800s, not necessarily from the very founding of the school, depending on how old it is, but
right.
It's been there for a while. And I'm also imagined, Luke, I forget if you've talked much about like where people are going to be getting their Eidolons.
No, I'm going to keep a lid on that for the listeners until we get into it.
Well, basically, I think they're probably all drawing from one source.
Yeah.
So they might have different Eidolons, or they might all have like the same name of Eidolon but manifest it differently if that comes up.
Yeah, I guess.
I did put together a list of the 6 houses.
Sure. Go ahead and just DM that to me so I've got it in my back pocket.
Sure thing. I'll do that.
It is worth considering that depending on the subspecies, scarabs live somewhere between 6 and 12 months.
We're magic scarabs, don't worry about it.
I wasn't thinking so much of the oh my god, you're gonna die perspective. I'm thinking more of the how would the history of a dynasty work for a lesser
right? It just means way more generations.
Species.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Listen, this story. The plan is that it is starting the first day of your senior year. The last episode will be around graduation time. That's small enough that your whole lifespan's in there, even without magic.
Man, that's fucked.
Well, that's sad. Okay, we did this with Chili constantly.
That's true. We did think a lot about it.
Shoes on the other paw now.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if beetles have paws.
That's true. Real quick, why don't
they more have like graspers?
Why don't we run through the stats just because they can maybe give a good snapshot of where people are at? Molly, what are Regina's stats?
Regina has 2 POW, 1 Ellie, 3 Glam, 2 Genius, 1 Biz, and that's mostly out of spite.
You can also do the cards.
Wait, how is that out of spite?
She is very against all this Eidolon.
Oh, sure. So she's just like,
biz.
No. Yeah.
No.
That's true. We should talk about Resonant and Dissonant cards too. You're right.
Yeah, her Resonant card is the Empress, and her Dissonant card is the Hermit.
Okay. Zoe, how about Charlie?
Charlie has 2 POW, 2 Ellie, 3 Glam, 1 Gen, 1 Biz. Resonant card is the Fool. Dissonant card is Temperance.
Okay. Maxie, what about Solaris?
Solaris's POW is 1, Ellie is 2, Glam is 2, Genius is 1, Biz is 3, and their Resonant is the High Priestess, while their Dissonant is the Emperor.
Okay. Lexi, how about Casey?
Casey's POW is 1, Ellie is 3, Glam is 1, Jen is 2, and Biz is 2.
Okay.
And her Resonant card is Temperance.
Oh,
Temperance. And her Dissonant card is the Lovers.
Okay.
We weren't supposed to double up.
Oh, wait. Where do we get a double up? Yeah.
I changed mine. You told me to.
Wait.
We have 2 Temperances.
Yeah, we have one person.
Yeah, but one's Resonant, one's Dissonant.
That's true.
I mean, if Luke's fine with it, I'm fine with it. But
I'm trying to remember what we wrote down.
In the rules, I believe it says we do not.
Oh, is that going to break stuff?
Oh wait, no, I was supposed to change it. Never mind. I wrote down what I changed it to in the Discord, but I didn't.
Oh, okay. What'd you change it to?
Death.
Okay.
Great.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we said this last time, but I am totally fine with there being overlap between the two parties, because, come the fuck on.
Well, yes, between the two parties, yes, but within a party.
Within the party, yeah, it's all supposed to be distinct.
Yeah, if you're drawing from the same deck, I can understand.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just, it creates weird situations where, that's my Resonant, but...
I suppose there are classes that can, hold on to their Resonant card, which then messes with...
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin somebody else's life like that.
It's not the end of the world, but it can lead to some weird results.
Yeah, it's fine. Death works for Charlie's whole deal.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Boy, that's an ominous statement to take out of context.
And then, Crystal, what is Naomi's?
Resonance is the Hierophant. They love following the rules and doing what is expected of them.
Yeah.
Dissonant card is Justice. Not too big on fairness.
Okay, great. That's a great quality to have in a detective. Yeah.
POW is 1, definitely kind of a weak-willed character. Elegance 2, sharp dresser. Glam of 2, Jen of 3, straight A student, real smart cookie, and Biz of 1, because Naomi's pretty normal.
Crystal, is Naomi the kind of person who, shows up to class in a full suit?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Imagine Naoto's outfit. It's not exactly like that, but it's not too far.
She's the one kid in class that, instead of a backpack, has a briefcase.
Oh, you know it. Got snacks packed in there and everything.
The briefcase be big enough for, all the textbooks and shit?
There was absolutely a kid in my high school that had a briefcase.
Damn.
I'm gonna make the argument that that's actually pulling from Bizarre, because that's bucking the status quo pretty significantly.
No, I think that's just caring and taking care of yourself.
He's getting ahead of the curve. He's so normal that he's already future normal.
He's right back around.
Which is bizarre. Casey is a Biz of 2 because she dresses like she's a secretary. She's a high school student.
Well, it's more about how the way you are on the inside, not how other people perceive you. So if for Casey that is if that is expressing a latent bizarreness, that's one thing. But, the same behavior can represent a different stat to a different person because it's based on your own self-image or whatever,
Anyway, I like that the only people with points in Biz other than the base are my character and the Beetle.
Yeah. Speaking of your character, Lexi, I don't care that much. But if we're gonna fix it, now's the time. How married are you to the name Casey? Just because there's also a Casey in Disco.
I am not coming up with another name.
All right.
Well, there's a KC in
There's a KC and a Casey, and I can imagine.
Technically, I am also a KC.
Stop it. Stop it.
That's true.
I did this intentionally.
Yeah, like I said,
also a Casey during Thieves, so look, we're just banging on this name.
Yeah, like I said, it's not the end of the world. if it was something that there was wiggle room on, I figured I'd bring it up, but no big deal.
Luke, I will remind you, we created these characters a year ago.
Okay.
No, this was also brought up before, and we were like, whatever.
Solo was originally Sunny, but then, listen, Iris made the best possible Sunny. I can't live up to that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Scott, Disco is just going to have to really enunciate KC.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right, then that is all of that.
Luke, just consider it an opportunity for you to do some dumb linking of the two eras.
Sure. Listen, again, not like advocating for it. I was just pointing it out.
The guy who's been talking about Twin Peaks for like 6 months can't handle two characters with the same name, huh?
At what point did I say I can't handle it? Please express to me the time code on this podcast on which I said I can't handle it.
No, he's going Italian. He's going Italian.
Both of you shut the fuck up.
Anyway, why don't we hit starting like the initial advanced moves, just so people know what you're working with here. And also, I found one thing you haven't fucking done yet, Maxie.
That's correct. I specifically blocked that out as something like, I could go either way. I should ask about that on the character creation episode.
Great. All right, let's run through this. Molly, what is Regina's starting advanced move?
Her starting advanced move is Sleight of Hand. Once per session, you may draw from the bottom of the Fate deck instead of the top when making a move.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Zoe, how about for Charlie?
Charlie's starting advanced move is Comforting Presence. Once per session, when you help someone who's within your Eidolon zone of influence, they draw 2 additional cards instead of 1.
Yeah.
Charlie loves helping and making sure people are, like, chill and happy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Regina's going to take so much advantage of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Also say that, with Regina being a veteran conductor, there is a total of 3 conductors across both games. It's the new class. We want to play with the new toy. Fuck it.
That's true.
Yeah. We were talking.
There's also a wild card, if I recall correctly. So.
There's a wild card, so we will get every playbook represented. We were like last time.
No, I was just saying there's going to be a 4th conductor.
Oh, occasionally that's true. But yeah, like last time, Ty wasn't sure about what playbook he wanted, and he eventually was like, "Kind of want to do conductor." And I'm like, the stuffy rule master in me wants to say no, pick a different one. We have that covered, but we're having fun here. Who cares?
It's funny because you specifically said I'm going to be more of a stuffy rule master this time around.
Well, but that's with regard to the actual rule book, not the
Yeah, the rule book does not say 2 connected but separate sessions cannot have the same.
Right.
Well, maybe it should.
No, the rule book, if you're playing this game at home, you can do fucking 5 infiltrators if you want to in a party. I don't give a shit.
We, last time, because in season 2, pretty fast and loose.
Yeah, I put it. I'm going to be a little more of a stickler for the rules, especially early on, just because we need to know if the rules are good, and we can't do that unless I am enforcing them. If me enforcing the rules, like, cuts off fun things from happening, that's a good sign that we need to rework that rule, but I won't know that unless I'm enforcing the rules.
Also, I think you can make the excuse for getting away from the rules a bit in the season 2, where we were at that point more going for working off the story we'd been building up than we were. Yeah. I mean, we were still playtesting the game, obviously, but like,
right
at this point, you guys had pretty much finalized version 1, and we're starting to think about version 2. So,
oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. I mean, honestly, if that stuff like that comes up, it'll probably get cut from the podcast unless it's an interesting conversation, just to keep the momentum of the story going. But yeah, gonna try to be a little firmer with regard to the rules. Anyway, yeah. So where did we leave off with that? Right. So Maxie, we need to pick out an advanced move for Solaris.
Yeah, I was looking at Shadow Tongue, which is, as long as your Eidolon isn't severed, you can speak to shades and phantoms, even if they normally can't or don't talk.
Yep.
And I was also looking at Agile, which is draw an additional card when challenging fate, using whatever kind of movement your species excels at. Honestly, I would say the biggest question here is, Luke, are shades and phantoms going to be a big deal, you think?
I would say that if you take the move Shadow Tongue, then as a player, you're signaling to your GM that you would like them to be a big thing. And that a good GM would take that into consideration when planning the campaign.
You know what? That plus the fact that Naomi has Undertow Astrolabe, I think I'm going to go with Shadow Tongue.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
I would say just as somebody who was in Rock, and of 3 of 4 of us being in Rock, where Shades and the Undertow stuff didn't honestly come up a whole lot, I would love to have more of that shit.
Yeah. I said this to the Disco crew. I don't have a ton, rock solid figured out about how the Undertow is going to work in Season 3. That's something I'm going to kind of be working through as we go. But again, the mere fact that you've taken this move is a sign, oh, hey, my players would like to talk to Shades. Okay, I need to keep that in mind while I'm planning stuff. And then Lexi, what did you take for your first advanced move?
I took Natural Charm. When I successfully dazzle someone in an attempt to gain entry to somewhere I shouldn't be, take +1 forward in that location.
Alrighty, okay. And Naomi, how about you?
Undertow Astrolabe. Your Eidolon power works both within your immediate surroundings and within the equivalent space in the Undertow, or vice versa.
Okay. That's going to be interesting because your power is sensing shame.
Yeah, you've brought up a little about how the Undertow might work in this season that I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I brought up a few small things that, I think that'll be interesting. Okay. Then I think all we've got left from there is ties. So why don't we go down the line here? So if you have ideas for ties for everybody, then go for it. At minimum, I would like everybody to have 3 ties, at least one of which is with an NPC, so we can start building out the world this is in. And unlike Rock, you're going to be in one location, so...
Yeah. It's
okay, so my first tie is going to be with this alley cat that I've befriended.
Shut the fuck up.
The tie is, this cat's weirdly horny.
The alley cat's the one and only connection to pop rock. You wouldn't believe the shit I saw. Ooh.
Oh.
I don't like the ooh.
I brought this on us, and I apologize.
I liked it.
Stop it! Stop at me.
The intonations at the end are a new dimension here, and I don't like it.
Things have changed.
Yeah, Oh yeah, what kind of ties you got, Regina?
I got some general vibes. I don't know if I have an NPC one yet. Sorry.
That's fine. We can always circle back. But yeah,
I mean, you've only just returned to the town, so Well,
yeah. So
she's from the town. I think it's just big enough to have a second high school. Is what my thought.
Yeah, I mean, again, based on where I grew up, there were 3 high schools in the county. I was kind of imagining that you're from the equivalent of. I don't know if it was kind of a not richer area, richer, but not rich necessarily, town that had a newer high school, so it was a little fancier. That's kind of where I'm imagining you've been.
Yeah, pulling from my own small Midwestern town roots, we were small enough that actually that's not true. We had a second school. It was a Christian-funded private school, but I don't think that would apply here. But there were a couple of schools in nearby towns that were a 10-mile drive away where for a lot of the farm kids, which one they went to was kind of up to them because they're kind of on the edge of different school districts. And we had a couple of kids in our high school who wanted to wrestle, but there wasn't enough to do a wrestling team, so they just wrestled for another school. So
oh, sure, yeah.
And at this point, from what I understand, pretty much all of the small towns in my state are doubling up for sports now because they just don't have enough kids to have their own teams. So
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm picturing slightly bigger population sizes than that, but not much bigger. Definitely.
I think we can easily go with the richer area of town.
Yeah, I mean, just mostly because you gave me rich girl vibes when you described Regina to me.
She's got rich girl vibes, and also her parents are business people who kind of moved out to the suburby area or the this area because it's cheaper.
Totally.
And they like having money.
Right.
They would rather be relatively wealthy among poorer people than smaller fish in the rich pond.
Totally.
That is exactly right.
Yeah. I get you.
So the one, or I guess I have a couple already because with Casey, there's Regina's childhood friend.
Right.
So I mean that could just be the starter tie. Is or maybe Casey's the only person I know at the school, or something like that.
Can you give me more about what your relationship to, like, who is Casey to you? Like, Casey's my only friend or something like that?
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, Casey's my only friend.
Okay, that works. Casey is my only friend. Okay.
And if we want to go with the vibes that we have already previously discussed, even though we haven't started playing this fucking game yet, is Charlie is obnoxious, but does have a smoke for me.
But does have a smoke
or will share smokes. That's probably better.
But will share smokes.
Yes.
1999, teenagers thought it was really cool to smoke.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I don't think I have one for Naomi or Solo yet.
It definitely makes sense you don't have one for Solo yet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hold off there, and then before we're done here, I'll try to come up with an NPC one. It could just be parents.
Yeah, that was definitely one that the Disco folks went to a fair bit, just because.
I've got one for a parent.
As we've established, because you're teenagers, parents are going to be more of a factor in this story.
Yep.
Charlie, how about you hit me with your ties?
Okay. I've got going from the start. Solo will eventually have one, but not yet. Casey really needs to come out of her shell.
Okay.
Regina needs to chill the fuck out.
No.
And her tie with her dad Franklin is I wish Dad was around more.
Oh. Well, tell me more about Franklin.
Franklin is a single father.
Uh-huh.
Charlie's mom died when she was very young under mysterious circumstances. And Franklin, who's a lawyer, has wanted to leave the town because Charlie's mom is from here. He is not.
Uh-huh.
And so this town is like where his wife died, and he has no connections here, but he wants to give Charlie a stable childhood.
Yeah.
So he has stuck around. He tries to support her as best he can. But he's a single dad. And there's not a lot of lawyer work in the town. Like, he does okay, like keeps a roof over their head, but he kind of works his butt off.
Right.
And he, I don't think, realizes just how absent he is from Charlie's life, because he views it as like, I'm providing for her. I am taking care of her.
Uh-huh.
That's the important part.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works for now. Maxie, you want to talk to me about Solaris's ties here? You've got Solo written as a nickname. That's generally how you've been referring to them, but the persona you presented to me seems like not someone that would go in for nicknames.
Well, listen, they understand that it is a very long name, especially if one includes all the associated titles.
Well, sure.
They would not necessarily ask for it, but they would accept it.
Okay.
Anyway, for Charlie, I have Charlie is a reliable and fascinating retainer. For Regina, I have Regina just doesn't understand how lucky she is.
Now, why's that?
Listen. Not a lot of towns kids can get psychic powers, and nowadays, not everybody even gets psychic powers. She gets to go on 2 psychic adventures, and she's complaining. She just doesn't get it.
Right.
This bug is getting stomped.
Try it.
You fool! I'll simply hide in the little bits between the souls. And then my NPC tie is with the Marchioness Dawn, the 13th of the first house, who was another beetle who I'm thinking was sort of not Solaris's parent necessarily, because that's not really how it works. But, it takes a village. There's various mentorships and associations. I'm thinking she was essentially their mentor and the one who got them into this mess, we'll say.
Uh-huh.
And the tie there is, I will do anything to live up to the Marchioness's expectations.
Okay, all right. Important note we should figure out right now, Maxie. This is a crucial detail we need to determine.
Mm-hmm.
Am I putting a little plus 50% pitch increase on your character voice to make them a tiny little guy?
No, because I feel like that'd get tiresome after the first episode.
Oh, I want it though.
Honestly, it wouldn't be that tiresome because you just select the entire track and apply one filter.
I'm not talking about for us.
Character voice the whole time.
Yeah, you can't do the whole.
But I do.
You are proposing more work for me.
Listen here. If you want, I can just give you I've been workshopping a solo voice.
Sure, yeah. Give me.
I'm not putting too much mustard on it. It's mostly a delivery, but I'm thinking they sort of have a clipped delivery and often talk a bit too quickly for their own thoughts.
Yeah.
Obviously, they also tend towards a sort of formal way of speaking when that wouldn't always be appropriate.
Yeah, see, I am torn because raising that up to chipmunk level would be very funny, but I agree it would probably get old.
For you more than anyone.
No, again, for the listeners more than anyone.
No, I think editing that sounds like hell.
Yeah, I did the fucking Gabriel Bede voice.
Yeah, I refused to do that. It wouldn't be that bad. I'd probably just make a filter, but whatever. We don't have to do this. It doesn't.
We will see where we'll talk later.
Luke, in season 1, you were excited that Gabe died because you wouldn't have to do it anymore.
Okay, but I need you to understand that Gabe was 5 times as much work as what we're proposing here, because I had to create 5 separate tracks, layer them on top of each other, and adjust the pitch of each one.
Yeah, it's not hard. I have multiple filters saved for phone calls or
same,
or the PSP voice. It's not that hard.
The hardest part is just it's separating out the character voice bits from the player voice bits, but
sometimes I have to pay a little more attention when we do things like that.
Yeah, and I hate that.
I'll say this. Maybe a subtle effect. I feel 50% pitch up would be much.
Probably too much. I don't know.
Maybe 10%.
10, 20, yeah. So
we can figure something out.
We'll figure something out. Lexi, tell me about Casey's ties.
All right. I've been trying to think of wording for this because I'm really bad at these. So she has a tie with Regina, and I think it's going to be something like, now that Regina's back, school's going to be fun again.
Okay. Now that
Gina's back, I think she specifically gives her a nickname that she probably doesn't like.
Yeah.
That is correct.
So Charlie hears it. Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she'll have one for Solo or Naomi yet.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think for Charlie, it's going to be Charlie seems to like me, and I got to make sure that stays that way.
Oh,
Charlie seems to like me, and I need to keep it that way.
Yeah. Okay,
and then do you have an NPC tie for me?
It's also going to be my father.
Okay.
And whose name is Robert, Bob to his friends.
Uh-huh. That's also a name from disco. You love pulling disco names.
I don't know shit about disco.
I know.
Now, Luke, Robert is a very common name.
I know.
There's a whole John Boyce documentary about Bob.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's I wish Dad did more for himself.
I wish Dad did more for himself. Kind of the opposite in some ways.
Yeah, so an interesting thing about Charlie and Casey is Casey's mom also died when she was younger.
Uh-huh.
And she and her sister, who's now in college, were raised by their father. But unlike Charlie's dad, Casey's dad kind of went the other way. He had been on a pretty good career track in an office of some sort. I haven't really figured out what kind of office work he does.
A business office, sure. I get it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where Dad's in business some way. And when his wife died, he started spending less time on staying late at the office and doing extra work and trying to move up track so he could be more there for his daughters. Even as they got older and started wanting to be more independent, he has been pushing to keep the family thing together, even to the point where, they're kind of ready to be more independent and wish he would.
Yeah.
She's starting to resent a little bit, feeling like she's holding him back.
Sure, I get it.
I do have a question about her mom, Lexi.
Okay. Yeah.
Did Casey's mom have it going on?
I haven't thought about that. Literally, all I have considered about Casey's mom is that she and Casey's dad were high school sweethearts. Like they both grew up in the same town, and like it was one of those small town. Yeah, they were on again, off again when they were younger, and then they both stayed in town and made it work.
Alrighty. Okay. Sounds good. Let's see here. Crystal, tell me about Naomi's ties.
Solo's unique perspective makes them the most valuable member of the club.
Now, so, to establish here, since Solo has not been talking to anybody, is this a tie you will be getting perhaps sometime in the first session, or has Naomi's incredible detective skills enabled her to deduce that Solo is a talking bug?
So all my best friends or metalheads has not been unsealed at the beginning of the story.
Oh, I see. You don't have an Eidolon yet.
Yeah, no. But even in sealed form, he might be having some subtle effect on Naomi's detective's intuition.
Okay.
And he can still tell that, like,
there's something about this bug.
There's something about Solo.
He's watching this beetle, and it's like, there might be something going on with this bug.
Or
it knows things.
Even as a bug that doesn't have psychic powers, animals have different perceptions that can be useful for a detective.
Okay, I'm into that.
That's very true.
Actually, Luke, I don't know if this is enough to be a tie, but I do want to establish this as a part of Casey's personality. Charlie's bug creeps me out.
Sure, yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see, insert row below. Charlie's bug creeps me out. Okay.
And then Regina is suppressing a possibility within herself.
Okay.
And Nikolai, that's Naomi's grandpa, wants me to replace him as head of the family.
Okay. Yeah.
I've got a question about that one.
Yeah.
How does Naomi feel about that? Is that something that Naomi also wants, or is it maybe a pressure?
I think she would say it doesn't really matter how she feels. It's something she has to do.
Okay. Let me ask you this, just because I'm curious, because we've talked about Naomi's grandfather. Are Naomi's parents in the picture at all? Are they, like, away on international detective business? Are they dead? Do we just not know?
Naomi doesn't really have a strong relationship with their parents. They were kind of, like, passed around between lots of aunts and uncles as a kid.
Yeah.
So, they are the people who biologically made them, but they're not, like, socially parents in that way.
Yeah. Okay.
You're sort of in a Spider-Man situation where, depending on the actual story being told, it could be anywhere from they're a non-entity to they're not the parents in the family.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You know what? Something we probably should have hit on way earlier in this. We probably should have hit pronouns real quick. Naomi, do you want to run through yours real fast?
Yes, I have it listed here as they/he/she. I'm going to be mixing it up pretty freely.
Yep.
Anyone else can do so as they please.
Okay. Yep. And then Lexi, Casey uses she, her.
Yep.
Same with Charlie and Regina, both she, her.
Yep.
And Maxie, you've got Solo as anything other than it.
Yes.
Yeah.
From a very 1999 perspective, I do think it's interesting for Naomi to be the ambiguous. I mean, obviously there's some clear ethnic roots in that name, but from the Midwestern small town perspective,
right?
Ambiguously European student that nobody can quite get a bead on.
Sure.
from Western perspectives thing. There's some stuff there.
Yeah. We also touched on this in the Disco character creation ep. Obviously, practically everyone involved in this show is, queer or trans or whatever. That's gonna be part of the story, because that's the kind of stories that folks want to tell. I don't necessarily want to RP as a whole town full of people that are appropriately bigoted for the era and the location. So it's probably just not gonna come up that much.
Yeah, seems like a thing we probably don't need to broach unless we want to tell a story about it.
Yeah. And even if we did, I don't think I'm the person to be running that story.
Yeah. You know what would be relevant to the 1990s, though?
What's that?
Crystal, were the Shirogorovs reds or whites?
I haven't thought about this. I mean, Nikolai is a mid-century Russian immigrant to the United States, so he's probably pretty anti-communist.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't think that's really
please say that on the podcast.
I said that Charlie's preferred pronouns for Solo are dude/bro.
Which, yes, that's very good.
It's perfect.
Sorry, what were you saying, Crystal?
I don't think Naomi really thinks about Russian political history in that way.
Sure. Were the Shirogorovs a detective dynasty that worked for the Tsar?
No, they weren't around that long.
They weren't along.
Kind of the founder of this.
Okay. They're not saying ancient order of assassins.
Yeah, imagine there's what if Sherlock Holmes adopted a bunch of kids?
Right. Yeah, I played the Great Ace Attorney. Yeah. Okay. So more
I will just say, a detective clan is just such a good in just so few words painted so much possibility into this world, and I love that.
Yeah. More Lupin the Third, less Eternal Order of there's always been a Shirogorov, solving mystery. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I think we've got everything, unless there's something else someone wants to hit on. Oh, I actually got something, if no one else does.
I was gonna drop... Luke, do you think there's maybe, an NPC teacher who maybe also transferred from that other school?
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
I had hit a name generator. I'm going to go with Ms. Rose.
Okay.
And Regina is avoiding her because she knows that I was involved in that thing. So I'm trying to come up with a way to...
Ms. Rose knows too much about me?
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
Just make her one of the teachers, whatever.
Yeah, I like that. What I was going to say, so unlike Disco, this is maybe not as established of a friend group. We said Regina and Casey were kind of friends as kids and then went to different high schools initially, right?
Yep.
And Charlie has kind of forced Casey to taken Casey as a friend, regardless of whether Casey was interested at first or not.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit more about how that happened, just so we have a better sense of how this group of kids has come together.
Well, Lexi, tell me if this is the wrong vibe.
Okay.
I took it as Charlie doesn't have a lot of very close friends. Like I said, she's very much the kind of knows most everyone, everyone has a good opinion of her, she's very friendly, but she notices Casey is very isolated and lonely, or at least Charlie assumes she's lonely, and she goes, I'm gonna hang out with that girl. Just kind of, I would assume it just happened at lunch or something, sat down and just started chatting like it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And just gradually kind of friendly bullied
sure.
Casey into joining the mystery club.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
It's hey, you're my friend now.
Yeah,
I think from Casey's perspective it was a very, oh god, what's happening, and initially assumed, oh, she's definitely angling for something, I don't know, maybe she wants to, we've had some classes together, maybe she's trying to get close so she can borrow my notes or something, and then when no ulterior motive manifested, was kind of slowly started kind of letting her guard down.
Yeah, imagine it was to have this like 5'11" skater smoking a cigarette in the cafeteria, like sit down and just be like, "Hey, it's up."
Yeah, initially Casey just like, oh god, she's gonna get me in trouble.
Right. Okay, and then I think the idea kind of as like I need a lifeline, so you kind of rope Regina into this also.
My assumption is Charlie probably tried to get a few people to join up the
unsuccessfly.
Yeah, like
and I imagine
like, hey, I'm trying to get this thing going, and everyone's just like has excuses or whatever. And when she approached Casey was just like, okay, well, I can't say no, or maybe she'll stop hanging out with me.
Right.
And also, I don't have any good excuses, so I guess yes, but like was terrified of the idea of actually joining this club.
Yeah.
With this person she only kind of knows, and so was immediately like, is it okay if I bring a friend? And didn't consult Gina on this at all.
So just to get a good idea of like the timeline, are we talking like kind of end of junior year this would be happening? Or sometime in the summer, or...
I think it would probably be sometime in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think summer.
Okay, okay.
Because otherwise, I don't think Regina would have been around.
That's true. Okay.
And I do want to say Charlie's grand motivation for being so like driven to bring the Mystery Club back and like get people into it is, I don't know, it sounds like it could be fun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like, I know as a kid I wanted to be part of like a Scooby gang.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Yeah.
It seems fun.
Scooby-Doo growing up.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Naomi's attitude as like, I'm like a professional. This is like my life. You're just a bunch of like amateurs playing pretend.
Right.
But also, it might be good for me to guide them with my skills. Or something,
The vibe I've got is almost more, but also these are some real dummies that I can use as patsies to distractions while I'm doing the real investigating work.
Yeah, there are also people who live in the town, and I have not lived in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I suppose, useful resources too, to a degree.
Right,
yes.
Right. Yeah, and I think, if we wanted to fill in more details about those meetups, we certainly can, but that's not necessary for right now.
It seems like we do one of those things that can kind of come together as we start.
Yeah, definitely. As we dial in these characters more and stuff, totally. Okay, then in that case, I think that's everything, unless someone's got any last minute stuff.
I don't.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. I should read the Patreon names. Do I have Patreon names ready to go? I might not. Uh-oh.
Also, you need to send me some, too.
I do need to send you the Against 3 list after this. That's true. Where's my Patreon list? I think I need to, do another round of shuffling it. I think I'm out. Fuck, I super am. Oh, well. I'll edit that in when I edit this. Hey, past me, fuck you for making me have to do more work in the edit. You were supposed to just organically do this during character creation. Like you did in the last episode. What's the deal, man? Anyway, hey there, it's me, Luke, from the future. Which is to say, from the present? Actually, considering I'm recording this a few days before this comes out, it's really from the past. You get the idea. It's a simple concept. Anyhow, our Patreon. Patreon.com/Eidolon Playtest. It's a real cool place with a lot of cool stuff that you can give us money in exchange for. For $1 a month, you get every episode of this podcast a week in advance, though we're kind of, We're giving you everybody kind of the VIP $1 treatment on this one, because you're getting this one a week in advance no matter what. We put both character creation episodes out in 1 week. So, hey, if you're a free listener, think about how great that feels, and think about how great you could feel every week for just $1. For $3 a month, you get a bonus monthly design podcast with me and Molly, where we work through the design problems with 2nd edition. It's coming together real well, but there's still a lot of stuff we got to work out. You get a second monthly bonus podcast called Eidolon Playlist, where we talk about the music that comes up in the show. I think as of this recording, the Against Me playlist is still incoming. Should be out sometime in the next week or so. For next month, we obviously don't have the mini-series anymore to guide us, so instead, we will be doing sort of a sampler platter of disco tracks that are inspired by the bands that the disco players have based their Eidolons off of, some of the disco tracks that I'm pulling from for some of the early stuff that you'll be seeing in Eidolon Disco, that kind of thing. And then the month after, we'll be doing something similar with ska. It'll be a good time. I like a lot of ska music, and you know what? I'm learning that I like more disco music than I realized as I've been researching songs for this show. Because for some reason, I don't want to reference or name drop a song in this podcast unless it's one I personally like listening to by and large, which is dumb. But yet here we are. Anyhow, $3 also gets you access to my GM notes for every episode. Used to get you everybody else's GM notes too, and I mean, those are still there, but you're stuck with my notes for the time being. Who knows how long it'll be before I let any of these other fuckers take a turn running a game. Anyway, is that all you get on $3? I think that's everything. And you know what? It's a lot. For $5, you get your name shouted out, which you'll see an example of at the end of this little ad read. You also get a copy of the latest draft of the game. Right now, as you're listening to this, we have the full published version of Eidolon First Edition up on the Patreon on the $5 tier. Now, that is not gonna live there forever. It is up there until October 19th, which is 1 month from when I put it up. After which, we're going to be taking it down from the Patreon and putting it up on storefronts, places like Itch.io or DriveThruRPG. I got to start researching how all that works, because I've never published anything to places like that before. It's going to be more expensive on those places. Especially, I think DriveThruRPG takes a decent, chunk off the top, which means you kind of got to raise your price on there. I don't actually know, though. That's secondhand information. Point is, if you want it for just $5, get it now on the Patreon, because that is the last time it'll be available at that price. I don't know, unless we do a sale or something in the future. Listen, I'm talking off the cuff. I don't really know what I'm saying. Point is, $5, you get the first edition of the game. It looks great. It's got a professional layout and graphic design. It's got illustrations provided by our good friend Julie. It looks fantastic as opposed to the, the PDF exported from Google Docs that these drafts are normally in. Speaking of PDFs exported... Oh boy. Did I mention that it's very late when I'm recording this? Speaking of PDFs exported from Google Docs, we also have the first draft of Eidolon Second Edition available on the $5 tier. I think it's a really cool game. I think we've come up with some really clever and interesting mechanics. Obviously, we're not the first people to say, hey, what if you played an RPG with a tarot deck? But you know what? Based on the very limited sample size I've experienced, I'm prepared to be cocky enough to say we've got the best tarot-based RPG mechanics. So you should get on in there and get that. It's a good time. As you've hopefully seen in the miniseries and will continue to see as Season 3 begins. $5 gets you nothing else. That's it. But $10 though, now we're talking. You get yet another bonus podcast called Yuji Got Fingered. Had to really reach into my mind to remember what we called that one because it's a terrible name. But you can listen to us talk about Jujutsu Kaisen on a roughly bi-weekly schedule. That's a good show. Both Jujutsu Kaisen and Yuji Got Fingered. That is not going to be the only thing that you ever get on the $10 tier. That's sort of a grab bag. Any kind of bonus content that we think people would like, we're tossing up there. Soundtracks can be found up there, for instance. Probably going to be a little bit before the Season 3 soundtrack is available. A lot of the core tracks are already done, but I'd like to hold on to those until they are finished, and that might be a little bit of time still. But once that does come out, it'll be there. In the meantime, Maxie's theme songs for all the miniseries is up on the $10 tier, so you can get that. That's about everything for now, I think. If you can't afford to support us on Patreon, I totally get it. If you don't want to support us on Patreon, I also totally get it, though my pride wishes I didn't. But we would really appreciate if you could support the show in other ways. We spread entirely through word of mouth. That is how we get new listeners, and new listeners is how we get new subscribers, and new subscribers is how we justify setting aside more and more time for bonus content. So, tell your friends about us, spread the word, and leave us reviews and ratings on sites like iTunes or Spotify. Please give us 5 stars if you do. I sure hope we've earned that from you. I suppose if not, hey, follow your heart. But, give us 5 stars. Come on. Just click the 5. And yeah, if you could write us a review, the more reviews we get on places like iTunes, the more our podcast gets pushed up into the algorithm. I know it's kind of a pain in the butt to sit down and write a thing out. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, although I will say anytime we get an actual in-depth review, it kind of sends all 10 of us over the moon. We'd love to see it, but yeah, just anything you can do to help get the word out as we're starting up season 3. We really want to share it with as many people as we can. I stare at the Graftreon page for our Patreon to an unhealthy level of obsession. And boy, oh boy, would I just love it if we could crack the top 1,000 podcasts on there by the end of the year. In fact, I have pledged to do something neat if that happens. I don't know what that neat thing will be yet, but it'll be cool. That much I'm sure of. Maybe I'll donate a bunch of money to charity. Maybe I'll eat something gross on camera. Maybe I'll, I have other ideas, but I don't want to say anything before I'm ready to commit to them. Those two, though, yeah, sure. We'll circle back to that at some point in the future. This is getting long in the tooth, and we should wrap up this episode. So let me just give the weekly Patreon shoutouts. Let me give you a big thank you to Siobhan Peridot-Rose, Propagable, Megan Krantz, Kenning, Ruby Shine, Chesh Amoeba, Veldrin, Dexter Sinister, Becky Scott Fairley, Hannah, Sudzu, Aura Lily Volcano, Smokey, Mufadrome, Fishang, Maximilian Gumble, Grief Ninja, Viking Soren, Striven, Tabitha Spokes, We Shall All Be Healed, David, Meh, Holly Edelin, and Knight of Rosemary. Thank you to all of you for supporting us financially, supporting us in other ways, and just thank you for listening. All right, that's going to do it for me. Back to you, past people.
Great work.
Yep.
What a good ending.
Yeah. This is getting
back, baby.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Anyway, yeah. We'll see you next time. We're starting Eidolon SKA, baby.
SKA's real.
SKA.
SKA's real.
I kind of screeched that. Sorry.
SKA's in your hearts, ladies and gentlemen.
I've hit stop. Hey folks, it's Future Luke again one more time for one last quick note. As I'm sure you've noticed, we put out 2 episodes today. We were so excited to introduce you all to the Season 3 cast that we didn't want to wait an extra week to put out the SKA character creation episode. Unfortunately, that's not moving up our release schedule. Disco 1 is still going to be coming out on, should have looked this up before I started recording. Let's see here, that would be on October 10th for Patreon subscribers and October 17th for everyone else. What we're doing next week instead is putting up the first episode of Eidolon Playlist for $1 subscribers, and the week after that'll be on the free feed as sort of a tease. Give you a little taste of what you get at the higher tiers and, maybe entice you to subscribe. Or upgrade your subscription if you're already subscribed. Who can say? Anyway, yeah, so that quick programming note out of the way, we're good to go. I'll see y'all later. Bye.